And 3, 2, 1, now. Hi, I'm LewisLightning. Welcome back to the unfinished Swan. I'm playing this on my balance board I have, so in case you didn't know. So it's going to be a little bit more, what's the word I'm thinking of? Well, I'll be a lot less elegant than playing with the controller. So we don't really need to use paintballs here. Basically, we want to avoid the water here, which I should be able to do. I'm hoping I can get better at this on the balance board as we go on. It's really not making the game any easier. I'm hoping it makes using the balance board easier though, by using it more often. Since I got it, I haven't really used it other than to just kind of show it off, fool around on it. So, there's a staircase here. Go upstairs, and this is like the door shut behind us. This is the king's old room, I guess, in his castle. I like this. It's like picture of him painting a picture of him painting a picture of him not finished. It'd be cool if it was like progressive. Like this one had just almost nothing done, but maybe like the chair. The next one had maybe the chair in the background, and this one has the king and stuff. A pretty much finished thing. So you might not want to hit everything in this room with paintballs. These ones are useless, kind of. I mean, they do play a part in the game, but nothing major right now. This is the one you want to look at. Doesn't really matter because as you can see, there's other ways around. But you're going to be in this maze right away. Like instead of going over following the red line, you could just go whoop this way, up and through. Sorry, I can't do that much better, but over here, this golden ladder, you're gonna want to go up here if it's your first time playing it. There's a model of what I think is that garden area we were before with all the statues. Hard to tell. I see some of them. I think it's it. Looks like it. But there's a balloon in there, and I tried hitting it when the first time I played it. Couldn't hit it, so I figured it was nothing. And then my brother was playing it, and he hit it no problem. And this vent does nothing as far as I can tell, but he hit it no problem. So I had to come back and get that balloon. But it is a collectible balloon. So we're gonna go up, up, and oh shit! Take this goose! It's gonna take off now. Ah, sorry, not even. First it was duck, now it's goose. That's a swan. But that's a pretty big maze. And there's another castle over there we're gonna get to with a balloon. You can see the hot air balloon over there. So, there's our staircase here. Sorry. It's weird having two cursors because when I played the game the first time, I just used the one that was whited out. And it never had the blue one, obviously. So it's kind of like I'm not shooting where the white one is, shooting where the blue one is. But the thing is, usually I'm looking where I'm shooting. This one I could shoot over there. I have no clue where it's going. You know much better than the other one where you're shooting. Got the stairs here. Go down this way. Now there is some stuff here you're gonna want to see. I don't remember exactly where to go. Ah, here. This is the one to show you guys. This here.
The labyrinth was designed to be beautiful, and it was. It was not designed to be practical, and it wasn't. Whole families got lost for weeks at a time. Mail took months to arrive, and many worried a labyrinth of this size was bound to attract dragons. Eventually, the complaints grew so loud, even the king couldn't ignore them.
Yeah, sorry if I hit the microphone a lot. It's the balance board. Ah, magic paintbrush he's got. This is like a little monument to it. So we go around this way. I wish there was a way I could run. Maybe there is. I don't remember the controls. Now a lot of people give the move crap. And I'll say they're partly right. The guys that say it's crap for not being used, yes. I need way more games for it, and not games that are much better with regular controls that you can also play with a move. They need games that are specifically made for the move. Sorcery was one of these awesome games. Come on. Ugh. I jumped. Bunch of water down there. Do not want to fall in that. Look at that ball. Look. Okay. There we go.
The king
Read
was
it.
so frustrated with the messy, demanding people of his kingdom that he decided to start over. One morning he painted a boat and set off to find the perfect spot. He told himself he'd come back someday to finish what he had started, but of course, he never did.
So if you find all those little kind of instructional parts, or those things that I just read right there, if you find all of them, that's a trophy. I got them all already. Like I said, I got all the trophies for this. But I'll try and show you most of them that I remember. Shouldn't be that hard. They weren't that hard to find. These are kind of cool. Later on, there's some really cool ones. The telescope. Zoom in. See that paintbrush in its hand. That's good enough. There we go. So we gotta go. Yep. Gotta jump in here, which is gonna be difficult. Probably the hardest thing I do so far. Yep. Made it.
For the first time in weeks, Monroe felt good.
Good.
He felt even better when the wind pushed him close enough to reach the Swan. He was feeling so good, in fact, that he forgot all about his fear of heights. But when the Swan wriggled free and Monroe fell over the side, he remembered almost immediately. That might have been the end of Monroe, if this were a shorter story, but it isn't, which is why Monroe's troubles were just beginning.
How the narrator says it might have been a shorter story. So we are actually done with this first chapter. Like I said, this is going to be pretty short. Chapter 2. Now this one's got a lot more to it. A lot more meat on the bones of this one. I'm just going to play up to the first kind of checkpoint. It's like I'll start in the empty city. Once I get the scaffolding, that's it for me. Because I'm not sure if I can get to new growth within the 20-minute mark. So we'll start the empty city. So this might be a really short video. We're at 7 minutes now, so maybe it won't be. See, I was bending over, look at the timer, and you can see my thing went off the screen.
Monroe scrambled out of the water and found himself in a massive city with no sign of the Swan or anyone else. Well, except someone's enormous pair of feet. These were attached to a giant who could have been a big help in catching the Swan, but unfortunately, here was the laziest giant who had ever lived, and it was his day off. Having celebrated in his usual way, he was now sleeping it off and quite unable to hear Monroe yelling. While he was looking for a way to wake the giant, Monroe noticed something even better: a floating ship.
And this is like actually what you see. Not quite as good looking until it comes in. Another city that this king looks like he built. But it's obviously he's got shadows, he's got colors, there's some light blues and stuff like that. I don't know if those rocks. And our paint's different. It's not paint actually, I think it's water. One thing that was kind of disappointing, ooh, there's a swan, is this giant. They mention it, you're like, oh, giant, am I gonna have to fight it or something? Well, no, you don't. You can hear him sleeping, you can hit him, but it just bounces off. Whoop. Usually it only bounces off glass or reflective surfaces, but for some reason it does the same thing with the giant. Whoop. Sorry, fell off the board. So you're supposed to go to this red thing here and do it, but if you want to get the balloons, you want to go over here real quick. You'll see there it is, the ship. And then there should be a balloon like right in this area you can hit. You have to like go through the door, or was it over the door? But you can hit it. I know you can. Maybe throw it through. Ah, you can hit it. I know there's a way to hit it. But yeah. So we'll turn around and we'll go back. Did we come up this way? Yeah, we did. Okay. And you also notice, fell off again, that this water or paint doesn't last that long. It splats and then it's gone. So that's why I think it's water. I think it's evaporating. So these things are like switches. You gotta hit them a bunch of times to do whatever it is that it's gonna be doing. In this case, it was unfolding this bridge. Now, I almost missed, well, I did miss this the first time until I got up to this higher level. You want to get this thing here.
Sometimes the giant wondered about where all the people in the city had gone. Mostly he worried they might come back and ask him to clean their gutters or put out their fires. But they never did, and that was why the giant, who was the laziest that had ever lived, was also the happiest.
Is that his feet? Is like a spider or flowers? I can't tell. So yeah, we're gonna go. What's up here? Nothing. Can't go in there. I'm really looking forward to stopping this right away. Can't go up here. Have to go across here. But oh look. Looks like there's supposed to be water. You can see where the water line was. But there's no water and there's nowhere to go here. So I have to drop down. Basically, if you see the duck's feet, or swan's feet, you can go there. So we'll jump down here. But you'll see real quickly, and I'm just gonna try to do it real quick. There's nowhere to really go once you're down here. You gotta look around really carefully. Sorry, fell off the board again. Get back on properly. There we go. But if you look around, I mean, there's some garbage floating around in here. There's another gate over here. But there's these swan feet, footprints. Follow it. The swan will always lead you someplace safe. Some shit over here. Staircase here.
Before he discovered painting, the king was a potter. He loved the simplicity of a well-spun pot. So when his subjects complained that his new city was too austere and that there was nowhere to relieve themselves, the king ignored them. But when they started relieving themselves in his pots, the king hastily built them a sewer system.
I thought that was really funny. And some BAM! Gold stuff. We gotta go this way. There's a door, which I just bust open. Go down this hallway. And this hallway can be kind of tricky. Because you gotta keep a lookout on the sides. And since everything's white, really hard to see. But here we go. Another hallway and up this ladder. And you can throw stuff while you're in the ladder too. I think you can hit... I'm not sure if you can break pots. Nah. Must be a different game I'm thinking of. So we got nowhere to go except up. Over here. Whoop, sorry, fell off again. Which is... back out. I don't want to go there just yet. We'll go down here. This way first. Oh, we can't go up there. So I guess we have to go this way. There's probably a balloon in this area. I mean, there's a lot of obvious balloons you'll see. I can't remember them all. I'm trying to remember the ones that are a little less obvious. Nothing worthwhile this way, as you can see. And get back on the board here. This is going to be kind of difficult, trying to navigate this. So, that's just going to lead me down. And there's a switch here. So I'll just hit the switch. Which opens the gate. Which releases the water. Which fills up the, I don't know, moat. I gotta hurry if I'm gonna get done before the 20-minute mark. Well, I don't really care if I'm not done before the 20-minute mark, but I don't want to go over. And finishing before is kind of a good thing right now. It's like oh, I wasn't sure if I was gonna make that jump. See, it is really simple, but not when you're on a balance board. This jump, oh, thank goodness. This jump made it. Now I believe there's also a balloon over this way. All you have to do is go up here and you can hit it from here. You can't go anywhere else from this way. So we'll go back down. I'm off the board. Okay, so go over here. Oh crap. They don't do anything to you. But the first time you get there, you can be like, oh crap, enemies. Whoop. What's that? Some kind of machinery there. A lot of cracks in the walls in this area. What's this? Scaffolding. So this is where I'm gonna leave it. I'm getting off the board now. Ah, it feels so good. So I'll come back and I'll be starting from here next time. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let's take a quick look around the surroundings here. It's really nice. Like, this is some beautiful artwork, simplistic, but for a game to incorporate it in this way, I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool looking. I mean, you got games like Journey, which is also brilliant, and this one's it's toned down in terms of like being really complex art, but it still is really cool looking art. Like, it's just lack of colors totally. You gotta make it up as you go. Anyways, if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I've been playing on this Reebok board, so I'd really appreciate the likes to show that I'm doing this for a purpose. And maybe I'll do this with more games. It's kind of hard to think of games that you guys are gonna want to see that have motion controls that I want to play as well. This one's just a really short game. I enjoyed it. I knew it wouldn't have really complex motion controls. I mean, like stuff like Heavy Rain, playing that with motion controls would be killer, and I'm definitely not gonna be able to do that on the balance board. So I'm not gonna even take that one into consideration. But there's other ones out there that I have that maybe if I think about them, I can't think of them off the top of my head. Maybe I'll play. But yeah, maybe I'll do this again. Like, it all depends on your reaction. And I'll get some more Assassin's Creed 3 videos up. I already have a plan on what I'm going to be playing next after this, because we're going to have some time between this and the 12th, which is the God of War Ascension. So stay tuned, keep looking, keep checking my channel, or subscribe, and then you don't have to really worry about coming back to check all the time, and you'll know what I'm doing next. Okay, well, I've probably babbled on long enough, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.